Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh and sizzling news all day long. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Give this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube users. Leave your comments in the comment section as well. That is the author section of this channel. And I also respond to all of my comments. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. With barely 6 weeks to the 2023 general elections, it is now crystal clear to most Nigerians that desperate corrupt politicians who are scared of the outcome of elections are doing everything to scuttle the process. Legal fireworks against the leadership of Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and attacks on its offices in parts of the country have convinced activists, clerics, senior lawyers and others of a grand plot to subvert the polls. The election riggers started from the National Assembly by shooting down INEC's plan for the electronic announcement of election results until the uproar from Nigerians forced the lawmakers to rescind their decision. Meanwhile, as there are indications of continued subterranean plots to remove INEC chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu, analysts have hailed President Muhammadu Buhari for bequeathing a new electoral law to Nigerians. They said with the law and ingenuity of the INEC boss, politicians have been running around like headless chickens seeking to overturn the apple cart. There have been at least 4 attempts to remove the INEC boss, the latest being through an originating summons marked FCTHC GARCV 47-2022 by Somadina Uzuabaka against the Attorney General of the Federation and Professor Mahmood Yakubu, seeking, among other things, an order of mandatory injunction directing and compelling the INEC chairman to recuse, excuse, and exclude himself or step down as the chairman of INEC pending the investigation and consideration of the various allegations against him by the various law enforcement agencies. The plaintiff also sought an order from the court stopping Yakubu from holding or assuming any public office for a period of 10 years. But the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja during the week frustrated the plans to scuttle the 2023 general election by the removal of the INEC boss over alleged failure to declare his assets. Apart from squashing the allegations of a false asset declaration against Yakubu, the court stopped security agencies from investigating him. Also, the direct assault on the electoral umpire has taken the form of direct attacks by hoodlums who set fire to his offices in some states, especially in the southern region, and destroyed physical structures, equipment and permanent voter card. Amid these challenges purportedly created by the desperation of politicians and their hirings, some activists, senior lawyers, civil society groups and religious leaders who spoke on to Saturday Vanguard insist that the government must take extraordinary measures to ensure each free poll this year. They warned that Nigerians would resist any attempt to suspend the elections for any reason, stressing that the unfolding events were foreboding in view of the fact that they suggest a possible conspiracy by yet to be identified persons who are bent on derailing or discrediting the 2023 elections. Analyzing the development, former presidential spokesman and Arise television anchor Dr. Ruben Abati and his colleague Rufai Hussaini faulted the timing of a suit against the INEC chairman. They recalled how only a few weeks back, the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, was in the news, and the same court ordered the Department of State Services (DSS) to desist from making attempts to arrest him based on trumped-up charges of terrorism. Imagine if the court didn't rule this way and it ordered the removal of the INEC chairman, and then we begin to scramble for a replacement. You begin to wonder who are the people behind these developments and what the motives is, they contended. Expressing his personal views on the matter, Abati noted that since 1999, Nigerians have come to see elections as war. Every election cycle, you see people, fifth columnists, coming up with ways to derail the progress, to compromise the progress, to tarnish the integrity of a progress. We have seen some people going to court to say that INEC cannot use electronic transmission and BVAS contrary to the stipulation of established law. And at some other time, we have had people targeting the person of INEC chairman himself to say that he must be removed. They tried it in 2015, but that was resisted. Now in 2023, a man called Sumadina went before Justice Mariam Azan in Abuja to ask for an order of mandatory injunction to say that the INEC chairman falsified his asset declaration, and secondly, for the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, to be barred for the next 10 years from holding any office in any territory in Nigeria. Justice Azan ruled that the allegations were unsubstantiated and that they were fabricated because Professor Yakubu was able to provide evidence that he indeed made a proper declaration of his assets, and he provided proof of how he came about those assets. And on the basis of that, the land judge ruled that he has no case to answer and that those allegations were fabricated. With due respect, the only missing link in the ruling of the land justice Mariam Azam is that she did not award costs against the plaintiff because the rules of court do not allow you as a litigant to come before the temple of justice with frivolous and vexatious allegations. For wasting the time and resources of a court, I think the land jurist should have awarded some cost against the plaintiff and also warned these lawyers who engage in forum shopping and who see the election season as a time for money making, going to court to make frivolous petitions, the former presidential spokesman noted. Abati also hailed the court for protecting the integrity of both the commission and its chairman and for barring security and anti-graft agencies from investigating Professor Yakubu. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. All I know is know how. There is no amount of effort that these politicians make. There is no amount of bad belly or anything that is going to stop this election. This election is going to hold. It is going to hold, and it is going to produce that president that Nigerians want. That is all I know. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.